Hello, hello. I smelling something like food cooking. Aunties, y'all know how long I daydreaming to have a Sunday lunch by y'all? It's been too long. What you need? Tell me. I'm ready. All right.
Well, how come the whole day I here on this callaloo?
But like y'all know I was coming crab in the callaloo. Yes! I reached.
Yeah, but
Okay.
say no more, it's all yours.
Okay, all right.
All yours. Sunday lunch is more than just a meal.
Fine, I doing this like a
It's a
professional,
traditional
right?
family coming together. From stewed meats and creamy macaroni pie to callaloo and peas, each dish is a labor of love, prepared together with laughter, stories, and togetherness. It's not just about the food, it's the joy of passing on recipes, teaching the next generation, and spending the day surrounded by love.
How we looking at Shaun?
We coming to come. You want to taste?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Gotta ask me twice.
Just give it a good stir and then you can taste. Too much crab in that pot.
I like that. I'm happy.
Sunday lunch is where bonds are strengthened, memories are made,
I miss
and our culture
Auntie
shines.
callaloo so much. All right, I'm good. I could eat this by itself. I don't need anything else. We ready? Let's go. Let's eat.
It's not just lunch, it's family, tradition, and the heart of Trinidad and Tobago.
Shaun, my belly and my hand. What's going on?
We're almost done. We're
Ready to eat.
We're on the last thing here.
All right, but what's going on here? So we're doing fried fish. Why I seeing one and need tomato?
Well, you know, family members like to be bold-faced, so we getting requests, we getting orders for all kind of.
But I didn't
all
get a
kind of
memo.
thing.
I have plenty requests, you know. Actually, you know what? You already got my callaloo and crab, so I good. I had no requests.
Yeah, well, we almost finished here. Let me take out this fish and then we can eat.
Smells amazing. All right, let me let everybody know. Olio, food ready.
She said, catch what I have been told.
Hey, you know how many times I get messages asking what to eat when people come to Trinidad? It's crazy. I sure you get that too.
Yeah, and we just touching the surface here with this plate of food. There's so much. It's so much more than just doubles.
I know, everyone thinks it's just doubles.
So much food do you have in Trinidad and Tobago?
I feel like we need to go on a food tour.
You sure you're able with that?
Listen, food, me, let's do it.
Tomorrow, you pick the time.
You tell me where we going, what time, and I there.
When we start with doubles, you have to
You
start
have
with
to
doubles.
start with doubles, but we'll see where the day
Yeah,
takes
we might
us.
end up in Tobago, you know.
Listen, a curry crab and dumpling. We have crab here, but we need curry crab and dumpling.
Of course.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Let's go.
Hey, fire. In
Alright, so we had our Sunday lunch, we slept off the itis, and now it's time to hit the ground running. Now in Trinidad, we do breakfast a little differently. We like to go get some street food, some doubles, pholourie, all the,
Saheena,
yes,
baiganee,
kachori, aloo pies.
Did you say pholourie?
I think I did, but that's how good it is.
Yeah, that's
You
how
have
good
to
it is.
say
You gotta say it twice.
So that's what we're gonna do, and then after that, we're gonna see where the day takes us. But it's another day of eating, and I'm ready to fill my belly. All right, so I have saheena.
And I have baiganee.
But here it is, right? All this time I eating the street food, saheena, baiganee, kachori, all this. But what am I eating? I'm one of those people, I just eating it and I don't know.
So saheena is actually layers of bhagi
Oh,
that they
okay.
layer with the batter, the same batter that they used to fry, which is made up of dal or ground split peas.
Right.
And that is used like a glue.
So it's like
And-
a healthy double.
And if you want to cut it up, and then they roll it up. They roll it up into a log, cut it into slices, and then they paste the same, almost like a pancake batter, dal on it, and then they deep fry it.
Okay, so it's not healthy at all.
Yeah. And then sometimes you can have it filled with channa, sweet sauce, pepper, all the fixings. The baiganee, this is sometimes come like this. Some people call it a baigan pie, or sometimes it's like a circle like the saheena, where they slice up the eggplant or baigan or melangen, whatever you call it, and they use the same batter, and then they fry it. Yeah, and then kachori and pholourie and doubles, all these things are traditionally made with some combination of flour, dal or split peas, and deep fried, you know. And then, of course, we have the channa as well, which you will find in doubles, and you can also fill your aloo pie, your saheena, your kachori, your baiganee.
And of course, all of these dishes that we're talking about have that Indian influence.
Most of these ingredients would have been brought from India when the indentured laborers would have come to Trinidad and Tobago, they would have brought their native ingredients and seasonings and flavorings to make these wonderful street foods.
Come Lotella, hey, Lotella, come Lotella.
Alright guys, we just finished up eating our saheena and baiganee and we're all full from breakfast and now it's lunchtime. You know the beautiful thing about Trinidad and Tobago and our food scene is that our street food is not just breakfast, it's not just nighttime, you can eat it any time of the day.
24/7.
Doubles in the morning, lunchtime, in the night,
Yes.
3 o'clock in the morning after a fete.
And that's one thing I really appreciate about our culture, that
Yeah.
street food vibe. It's honestly 10 out of 10, and it's quality food. It's good
Most
food.
definitely,
It's
most
food that you crave.
So Asha, what do we have in front of us right now?
So we have duck bus-up shots, and let me tell you something. Between roti, like the traditional handheld roti, and bus-up shots, I love bus-up shots. You know,
Me too.
bus-up shot is my girl. I'm so excited to dig into this.
While you started digging, let me try to explain what we have in this bowl right now. So we have channa and aloo, which is a staple side for curry dishes. We have pumpkin takari, we have bhagi, bodi, mango, anchar, and curry duck. And of course we have bus-up shot roti. When you visit a roti shop, you can typically get your curry fillings or sides with bus-up shot or dal puri or sometimes dosti. Maybe at some point we'll show you all what is dosti roti. And we'll show you what is a wrap roti.
What
Stay
I love
tuned.
about food like this too is that it's such a beautiful blend of sweet, spice, like you get all the flavors that just melt in your mouth.
A good curry, you just need a dip in that curry and
Come in down to the morning, find yourself in a band. Watch the way how the natives move it, hug up tight with
Hey
a
guys, so we tried all the quintessential Trini food and of course we couldn't leave out our sister isle, Tobago.
So come with us as we hop on this very short, like 20-minute flight and try out the Tobago flavor. My mouth is watering already.
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
So we're reaching Tobago, and I feel like a Tobago must for breakfast is bake and saltfish. But they say you learn something new every day, and I actually learned something new about what we're about to eat there.
Yeah, so besides the saltfish, of course we have smoked herring, can't leave that out. But in Tobago, there's also smoked tuna. And it's locally caught yellowfin tuna that is smoked for hours. We actually did a video on that by our friends in Charlottesville.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a
Hours.
whole traditional process where they use this African style oven. They use local wood and it's smoked practically overnight. It's salted and smoked overnight.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
See? Learn something new every day.
Yeah, so while many of us may be accustomed to the foreign saltfish and the foreign smoked herring, there's actually local smoked fish right from Tobago. So try that when you come here. And of course, coconut bake.
Must.
You know, the perfect vessel to go along with
Perfect.
saltfish and smoked herring. But something here a little different is carrot bake. Another
That's a new
favorite
one.
in Tobago. Yeah, that's a special one. Every time we come across.
Intrigued.
And then of course accra.
Accra.
You know, you must have accra when
Must
you have
have it,
saltfish.
for sure.
So I'm excited to try it. I don't know if we can
Yes.
eat all this though.
No, definitely not.
This is a
But-
lot because we have two.
Come on. But it's breakfast time and my mouth is no joke watering. I cannot wait to dig in. So
Yes.
let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it. So Asha, do you know where accra came about or how accra came about?
No clue actually.
So this is actually based on a West African dish called accra.
Ah,
Right?
okay.
And as it came to Trinidad, the name would have been tweaked, I guess, with the local dialect, and they call it accra. It's made up of saltfish, the same saltfish here, combined with a seasoned dough, a wet batter, sort of like a pancake batter, and that is then deep fried into various shapes and sizes, and you have this golden brown heavenly fritter.
Heavenly. Not the healthiest, but definitely the tastiest.
So with it.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Marianne, this is my island in the sun. We are people of toil since the time begun. I have sailed on.
Okay, so we did some sightseeing and we did some adventuring and we ended up here at Fort King George.
Yeah, here's one of my favorite spots to visit because you can get a full view of Scarborough,
It's beautiful.
which is the capital of Tobago. Yeah, and then on the other side, you can see up to Roxborough and all the way down the eastern coast of Tobago.
And it's just so peaceful. Like, it's a beautiful place to be. It's calming, the ocean, the greenery, the scenery. It's lovely. But I think we worked up our appetite with all the sightseeing.
For sure. I could do some crab and dumpling.
Listen to me, we cannot come to Tobago and not have crab and dumpling. It's a
all.
must. So let's go have some lunch.
Let's go.
Come Lotella, hey, Lotella, come Lotella, hey.
So Asha, I know we said we worked up our appetite here, but
I think we overdo.
yeah,
Pelau.
blue food, fish.
And then a full thing of curry crab and dumpling for 2 of us. And then we have sorrel to wash it down. Cheers. I don't know how we're doing this.
I don't know. Time to dig in.
Ooh, yeah. Now as I have the pelau here, please let us know how you like your pelau, wet or dry. This is like a timeless debate. Everyone is always quarreling about how they like their pelau. How you like your pelau?
In between.
Yeah.
In between.
I'm in between too.
Yeah.
Not too dry, not too wet. Just right.
On my plate here, we have green fig, cassava, of course, dasheen, and sweet potato. For those of you who don't know, blue food is very big in Tobago. There's an entire blue food festival.
Yeah.
You can get dasheen ice cream, dasheen everything.
I did not know that. Dashing ice. How does this?
Like dasheen.
I think I have to come back to try the dashing ice cream.
Nah, it's good. It's really good to see the innovation that people put out, using the local crops. It's really incredible. Of course, we have callaloo, stew fish, as some would call it, in tomato sauce. I'm seeing some pumpkin here as well, too. Looking scrumptious.
Callaloo is actually one of my favorite dishes, of all time.
Yeah.
And Trinidad callaloo, a lot of the other islands think they have the best callaloo, but
Nah,
Trinidad has the best.
we are the best.
Trinidad and Tobago, I should say.
And of course, Mr. Curry Crab and Dumpling, is a legendary dish by itself in Tobago. Most people, you can't come store and not get a curry crab and dumpling.
It's a must.
As simple as it is, they use blue crabs that are cooked down in coconut milk and served over these dumplings.
Very good. And here we have chicken peanut. All right.
You ready to dig in? So,
This
callaloo.
is a perfect pelau. Not too wet, not too dry. Perfection.
Just right.
Come to the morning, find yourself in a van. Watch the way how the natives moving, hug up tight with a man. Sing along with the tunes they playing.
So guys, we had a fun day exploring Tobago and now our bellies are filled and we are ready to head back to Trinidad.
Yeah, we had a great day. We saw the beaches, we saw the views, we got all the food we could eat in Tobago. We got that true Tobago food experience.
For sure.
Yeah, as the sun sets, there's only one place to go. It's time to eat street food.
Time to head to the
Queen's Park,
Mama
Savannah.
mucho agua, eat for so, singing China time, Rosita and Clementina.
Alright guys, so we just came from the airport and as promised, we're in the savannah. We came for some corn soup and sauce.
Yes. And Trinis take their sauce very seriously.
Very.
If you ain't eat sauce, you're not a real Trini. So,
Yeah. Now, for those of you looking on from abroad, who may not know or understand what sauce is. Sauce would have originated from the days of slavery, when the slaves had to make do with the scraps that the master didn't want. Whether it was the chicken feet, the cow heel, the pig foot, and they had to...
pigtail. Or both.
Pigfoot. And well, pigtail they would have used in soups and
Right.
stuff like that too. And similar with like corn soup as well too, they would have utilized provisions,
Right, yeah.
vegetables that they had from the fields, and they would have had to improvise and come up with dishes that could sustain themselves, you know? And that's how sauce came about. That's how, you know, the many variations of soup throughout the Caribbean came about, utilizing the ingredients that they had, you know?
And soup is a huge part of Caribbean culture.
For sure.
Like, soup Saturdays. And there's nothing like a good hot corn soup after a party. It's just like the perfect way to end your night.
Singing, oh island in the sun, built to me by my father.
Okay, so we had soup, we had sauce in the savannah, but we couldn't end the night without a St. James Roti. It's a must. It's a must.
I think it's something special.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
'cause
agree.
there are roti shops all over, but something about our St. James roti made hot on the spot, hot on the tower.
Listen, it
It's
just
a
tastes different. The flavors, it's a cultural thing. Like
sure.
you have to do this when you come to
Sure.
Trinidad.
And it is unique because I don't think we do that anywhere else in Trinidad but St. James. Maybe on the avenue there are one or two vendors and maybe in the savannah. But out
Really?
of Port of Spain, I don't know of any.
I feel like it's just St. James.
St. James is the original for sure, for sure, for sure.
What roti you getting?
A beef.
I think I'm getting a beef too.
Another thing too, the roti in St. James is dosti roti. It's not dalpuri. It's not bus up shot. It's dosti.
So explain the difference between a dosti and a dalpuri.
So dalpuri is, you take one loya and you fill it with dal, which is ground split peas for those looking at us from the outside. It is then rolled out flat and cooked on the tower. Dosti, however, is made up of two loyas combined, sandwiched together, cooked on the tower, and then separated. Dosti means two.
Okay, alright. You're getting plenty lessons here.
Enough talking, time to eat.
I agree.
Look at that.
I feel like you teasing people. That wasn't very nice. Look how good this looking.
Smell it.
Yep. My night is complete. I could go home happy now.
I'll do the happy dance.
Let me tell you something though. You see when you ask a Trini for slide pepper, they don't know what slide means. This is not slide. Oh, this is so good.
So this part right here is my favorite. See the charred bit? See that charred bit? Fresh off the tower. That is where you can't beat it. This main road roti.
But we're gonna finish this, eat the roti without y'all judging how we eat the roti, and you'll just have to see where we end up next.
Carnival is out of this world. There's the thought is worrying my brain. So I want to hear the lesson.
So it's been an incredible couple of days, lots of food. I'm sure I put on about like 10 pounds. But we're winding down and we couldn't end this tour without going to Maracas for the world famous bacon shop. But before we reach there, we can't pass the lookout and not get some local treats.
Of course, you have
It's
to
a
stop for
must.
chow, snow cone.
And with this heat, a snow cone is perfect. It's
Perfect.
just what we need.
So we got our goodies.
Snow cone and some pineapple chow. Look how good that's looking.
Very good. Of course, you could have gotten mango chow, pomerac. I mean,
Anything,
anything.
basically.
Plum,
Plum,
anything. I mean,
cucumber.
in Trinidad and Tobago, we chow anything. You cut up your fruit, you add your shadabeni, garlic, raw hot pepper, salt, we have a spritz of lime juice. And yeah, it just makes for a nice,
snack.
healthy, refreshing snack. So much flavor.
Singing all day, all night, Marianne. Hey, down by the seaside, shifting sand.
So there's something special about eating bacon shack at Maracas. So we had to come to Maracas Beach to have bacon shack.
We had to.
This is the perfect way to end our entire food tour. It was incredible. We had so much to eat. But let me tell you something. You see a bacon shack? I need it. I need it.
Oh yes, for sure. I think most Trinidadians can agree bacon shack is our favorite sandwich.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Many have told us it's the best sandwich in the world.
Whole world.
You know, we knew that from before. They just kind of, you know.
They told us what we already know.
Yeah, they already know that, you know. But for those of you who don't know, bacon shack is a sandwich, yes. It's made up of bake, which is a fried dough. So it's made into a ball, and it's rolled out. When it's fried, it puffs up into airy sort of ball. Some islands call it float, hence the reason it floats on top of the oil. And that airy middle is cut open, and then they put the fried shark. Right. And that is topped with pineapple and
whatever
lettuce and tomato and tambran and garlic sauce and pepper sauce and shadow beni.
Whatever you want, you could put on it, honestly.
Anything you want. Right now, we must pay homage to Uncle Sam and his family. His mom, she would have been one of the pioneers behind Bacon Shack. Of course, we did an in-depth documentary on that, so you could search up the Uncle Sam's video.
Yeah.
And he spoke at length about how she used to sell bread and some other fillings, and the fishermen had shack.
Right.
And it wasn't really being sold. So, you know, not to waste food, she said, you know, let me fry it up, and instead of the bread, she said, let me do some floats at the time, some bake. And they were like, let's put it together, and the Bacon Shack was born.
Bacon Shack was born.
You know?
The rest was history.
Yeah, and I want that to be proof that it's Bacon Shack and not Shack and Bacon.
Oh Lord, don't get them started on this Bacon Shack and Bake debate.
Comment below what you're thinking is. Is it Bacon Shack? Is it Shack and Bake? What is it?
Not another debate. We tackled the pelau debate. We tackled what other debate we tackled. I think, yes, we did pelau, and now we're doing this one. Oh Lord.
Well, this was a fun experience.
It was incredible.
A filling experience.
A very filling experience. I hope we gave you all a little insight on the foods to try in Trinidad. For the locals, well, you already know all the stops, you know what to eat. For people who are coming to visit, come to Trinidad, try our food. Don't say we didn't tell you. It is the best. It is the best. When you come for yourself, you'll see and you'll be like, they were right. You can't say we didn't warn you. You might get addicted and never leave. We have some of the best cuisine in the world.
Yeah, I think it's the best. I think it's the best.
Yeah, it could be.
But I think it's the best.
We have such a melting pot. We have the African influence. We have the Indian influence. We have Chinese influence. It's everything. And we have all their flavor profiles and then the Trini flavor profiles. So, you know, you might be right. We have the best cuisine in the world, for sure. Hands down.
And if you think we didn't cover a specific food item, snack, drink, whatever you think, you comment below and let us know what we left out.
Because there's so much.
So much. You know, we'll be here for days.
Honestly.
If we have to cover all.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And Achsah can't afford to eat all our food. Carnival is right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner.
But thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go and enjoy the beach. So, bye.
Let's go. Enough talking.
Find yourself in a band. Watch the way how the natives move it, hug up tight with a man. Sing along with the tunes they're playing, I don't wanna get you shouting. Play my bacchanal, darling, this is Carnival. Hey.